A very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to the Bucks County Curling Club, where it is our A and B event semifinals. We've been playing since Thursday evening to get to this point. And here we are live on sheet B. For this B event matchup between Team Mooney from the Plainfield Curling Club. Their skip is Mark Mooney, the vice is John Gephardt, second is Patty Coburn, and the lead is John Grabowski, and they're playing against a team from Bucks County, Big Buckin deal. Their skip is Dave Abertson, vice is Steve Turner, second is Ken Finkelstein, and their lead is Bill Reuter. From this point on, it's lose, you go home. And everybody's trying to extend their evening. Been a beautiful day for curling. Beautiful bright sunshine outside and cold as ice inside. We'll be checking the commentary and the chat. We have, of course, 3 other games happening right now in the ice shed. On sheet A, we have an A event game between Team Hoofy from Diamond State versus Team Pring. Oh, it's Bill. Sorry, Brian. Wow, we got our sheet wrong. My bad. On sheet D, we have Team Johnson from Bucks County in a B event game versus the team from Pittsburgh, the #1 seed. Now skipped by Matt Berwick. And over on sheet C, we have Team Lori Neal versus Team Hogan. In a event game. But back here on our feature game, it is Plainfield Curling Club. Throwing the blue stones, they have the hammer, the last stone advantage. Their vice, John Gephardt, will be throwing his final stone. It is currently pretty close for shot stone. Brian and Patty pushing it hard to try to hold it. And it is indeed going to wreck. Jimmy's going to play with his cameras again. So still very close for shot stone after that rock. Dave Abramson going to look to draw another stone in to set up a steal opportunity. The weight looks pretty good. They're just worried about the line right now. Going to try to drag it in. And it comes, and that is also really, really close. For my money, it's one red right now, but I'm not 100% sure. Mark Mooney taking a good look at it. Looks like he's going to throw a quiet weight shot at it. Just kind of rattle things around a little bit. Mark's really skilled at these type of shots where you don't necessarily throw the highest of weights. Oh, that's why they're waiting for it to curl up. Now here it comes. It's going to come on down and actually probably make Bucks County be shot stone right now. So it does appear to be one red at this moment. Very, very close. I feel like Dave's going to throw some sort of guard here. A guard being a rack that's not all the way in the house. Designed to prevent the path for your opponent. Well, it didn't improve matters for Bucks County. Still appears to be Bucks County sitting one, but it's very, very close. Now you'll notice that John and Mark are just using their eyes to look at it. That's the only way that you're allowed to determine the distance. You're not allowed to put your broom or foot down or use any aid other than your natural vision to determine what stone is closer. based on the call, I would think that Mark believes that his stone is closer. So he's electing to draw from the right-hand side as we're looking at it. He'll be turning the stone in a counterclockwise motion. What we used to call the out turn, but to save the confusion between left-handers and right-handers, now we just say clockwise or counterclockwise. So Mark Mooney with the final stone in the first end. It's starting to cut now. They're going to sweep hard to get past the guard. Really hard to get past the guard. Are you going to get past it? No, you don't, and you wick off. Now, this is likely going to be a measurement. All right, so now what they'll do is they'll clear the stones that they want to measure, and they'll do exactly what you're not supposed to do and leave a broom in the middle of the house. All right, so now here you go, guys. You put your votes in the chat. Who do you think is shot? If you're correct, you'll get 425 Bucks County Curling Club bonus points. They are redeemable every 5th Sunday after the vernal equinox after a blue moon. So who is shot stone? We don't know. So there's the way we measure. It's called a measuring device because that's how smart we are. Basically, it's a dial indicator that's attached to a probe, and they're going to position it so it hits the inside diameter of the curling stone. See what the indicator reads. And then now they should spin around to the other rock. And it is indeed red. So there's a case where Mark's eyeballs might not have been right there. He felt for sure it was that he was shot, and that's why he elected to draw. So it's a steal one for Bucks County after 1-0. Around the barn, Bucks County with Pring in the A event game on sheet A is up 1-0. On sheet D, it is Team Johnson from Bucks County with a 2-0 lead over Pittsburgh. And on sheet C, it is Team Lori Neal, with a 1-0 lead over Bob Hogan. There we go. And joining us at the broadcast location is everybody's friend, my favorite vice skip, and the guy who sometimes can never throw a guard, Kevin Brady.
Yes.
Good afternoon, Kevin.
Good afternoon, Dave. Good to be here again.
It's good to have somebody to talk to. People are looking at me, talking to myself like I'm schizo, which I might be.
Which, yeah. Yes. So what do we got here?
Well, we have Mark Mooney against New Dave Abrahamson.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And this is the B quarter.
B quarters on sheet B, all right.
Yeah, we've got the B quarters on sheet B. We have A event games on A and C.
Okay.
And the other B quarter is on D.
Gotcha. And let's see, we had, so Dave got one in the first there.
Yeah, it was a steal one.
Okay.
A stolen point. It was a very cluttered 4-foot circle, and Mark thought he was shot and elected to draw the open side for 2. And unfortunately, the draw wrecked, and upon measurement, it was found to be the red Bucks County stone.
Okay.
So, early 1-0 lead for Bucks County, but lots of game left to be played. Now we have 2 stacked guards and a Bucks County stone behind it.
Dave looks like he wants to draw behind all that.
Well, that's going to be the game that you're going to see Dave Everson call here.
Yeah.
Very draw-heavy game, and it's also the game Mark Mooney prefers. So I would tell you guys, you're going to see a lot of rocks in play here, which is always fun to watch.
And this first rock for Ken is Dave's second. It's a little wide.
Yeah, I would wager highly that there will not be a blank end in this game.
Yes, I would not take that bet. Okay, so we got Mark's his seconds first here.
Yeah, this
Patty Coburn.
Patty Coburn, everybody's favorite New Jerseyan.
Fellow Jet fan.
You guys do both live in pain and squalor.
Yes. Looks like this is going to come down to the red rock there.
So he's a Jets fan too, right?
He is.
So many parents drop their children on their head.
Yes. He was one of those as well.
All right, so now this will be a takeout because it'll allow Dave Everson to sit 3. And if you hear me slip into calling him New Dave, it's pretty simple. When we were still a fledgling club, I was the only Dave here. And then Dave Everson joined, and well, he became by default New Dave. New Dave has now been curling almost 5 years, but he remains New Dave.
He does.
That's
fine shot by Ken.
Yep, nicely executed. So now we have Patty's second. And a draw called for. See, Mark's not,
Actually, I think he's calling a hit.
Oh, he's going to hit and roll. Yeah, I saw
I
saw him call bumper then, yeah. One of our universal signals there. You just kind of tap your backside, being your bumper. Looks a skosh narrow. You hear Mark enthusiastically calling for the sweep.
Yeah, they might get the back one. I don't think they're getting the front one.
Bill and John are trying to hold it. They're on the back one. It was good improv.
Yep.
Still Bucks County sitting the shot now. A few options here. You could draw underneath. You could chase the one behind the tee line, which he's going to do. What do you think about that, Kevin?
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, given he's got a little lead here, he can he knows he's at, or even rolls over a little bit. He's sitting 3. I would have preferred to draw under cover myself, but
yeah, you are leaving them something to freeze upon.
Yes.
Okay, so here's Steve Turner. It needs to bend, or our good friends from Utica needs to buckle.
Okay. So got the blue stone out. He rolled out as well there. So it looks like Mark's going to try that same shot. He's going to come the other way at it.
So we got John Gephardt getting ready here. He threw vice skip for me at a Bonspiel over this season. It was very fun, a good time. Now he's going to get into his usual routine. Cock his head ever so slightly over to his left. And make the delivery. When you're lonely standing behind the house, that's what you think about. Oh, that's losing handle. They still should be able to hold it. They do. The shooter rolls out to the second shot.
Yes.
So, Kevin, I'd like to thank you for being a member of the ice team for this Bonspiel.
You're welcome. Always a pleasure.
The ice has been running great. We've been under a lot of pressure because the USCA's chief ice technician is actually playing in this Bonspiel.
Oh, is that right?
Indeed, Sean Olson is here. So we have a lot to live up to.
I'm glad to hear we've done that so far.
Yeah, he said our ice is playing very honest.
Okay.
And it's playing very honest and very consistent.
Good. Glad to hear that. That's good.
Yeah.
A lot of effort by a lot of volunteers to help do that. Led by Joe. Does a great job.
Joe Phillips did a great job, absolutely. Joe, Chris, Tim, Cocktails, Bert. All right, well, there's the contemplated Gephardt again. Slightly cocked to the left. Kind of indication he's not necessarily in love
with the shot, yeah.
But he's not one to chirp against his skip.
So they're drawing behind there, coming the other way.
Yeah, and they haven't seen a whole lot coming here, so.
No.
How's that line looking, Kev?
The line looks fine. I'm wondering on the weight, Dave. Although it looks like they might have it.
Past the one, past the second, do you get past the third? Oh, you just whisker off of it. You are sitting shot, but that was dangerously close to being dangerously good.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And I thought the line was fine, but yes, they broke hard there as it was slowing down.
Yeah, Mark was in the way there, so I had to.
It's hard, yeah. Hard to see. So that's sticking out a little bit. Dave probably has about half of it.
Well, he is throwing out of the right-handed hacks. That's a little bit more of a challenge.
True. So he might not quite have half. No, actually, he does not have half.
Now, would you ever play?
Now that I can see it.
Would you ever play the double tap back?
Ooh, I would not.
Or you could just draw.
I would just draw like they've been drawn on that.
Oh, yeah, because the ice has been moving well enough. There's plenty of room to get under.
Absolutely.
And let's see here. It looks like right now in Alberta, Reed Carruthers has a 2-0 lead over our own team from Bucks County, team Scott Dunham rather. Looks like it looks like they just had a pick on that sheet too, because it was a exasperated look by Cody there. We've had a few more picks here than we would have liked this weekend, but that's mainly because a lot of the folks who are here have not replaced their grippers since last curling season, and the dry rot is coming on.
Yes.
You can still have 3 more hours to see Gary from Brooms Up Curling here and purchase new equipment. He's been doing a brisk business. So here's a shot.
All right. Not on it, so weight must be pretty good or a little. It's going to go to the back of the house.
It looks a little toasty.
Yes. Good line, just a little deep. now we have Mark with his first stone here in the second end.
And this is an opportunity to put some pressure on. And
yeah,
I'm not surprised a little bit that he's calling a draw here. This is his wheelhouse. So now, Kevin, we've reached the stage of the Bonspiel where if the game were to end in a tie after regulation time, they're going to play an extra end.
Yep.
As opposed to a draw to the button.
Right. So now that we were out of pool play and actually into the bracket part of the draw.
That is one rule change we made this year. I wanted to try to keep us on schedule through pool play the best we possibly could and throw in the last stone draw, even though it's a tough way to win or lose a game. It's not an elimination, so.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, in a good way, and like you said, to help keep the schedule, on the schedule, given you have games starting 8 o'clock in the morning and last draw around 10 at night.
And we had 5 such tie breaks so far.
Yes, yes. We've had a fair share of
that would have been a lot of extra end curling.
It would have.
But we haven't had a lot of blowouts. That's why it's happened.
Yeah, the games have been pretty competitive. So here's Mark's first. He's trying to draw in here.
Okay, John thinks it's got plenty of steam.
Might be down to the back red one.
That's good enough to be counting. So after that, it is Plainfield sitting 2. Oh, the funeral for QE2 will be September 19th at Westminster Abbey, according to MSNBC. For this and other random knowledge, stay tuned.
More to come.
I just want my cabbage pierogi.
Yes, looking forward to dinner this evening.
I want the mushroom and cabbage pierogi. Those are varsity Polish pierogies. Anybody can eat a potato and cheese pierogi. You got to be a good Polish boy to want your mushroom and cabbage. Give me that kapusta. So pressure shot here now for Dave Abramson. This is potentially a 4-point shot, because if he throws a good draw buried here, he's going to steal one. If it's not just right, he's going to give up 3.
Yes. So he wants to draw one in there undercover, folks, to, like Dave said, bury that underneath there to really make Mark, put the pressure back on Mark.
Speaking of the Polish food, our kitchen leader, Cassie, has just left to get to the shop. Oh,
this looks narrow.
That looks narrow. They're on it quickly.
Oh, yeah, this is all over the guards.
Bill and Ken are trying to hold it.
It's all over the
They're
guards.
sweeping with a large degree of alacrity.
And it's light. Oh, boy, so it's left it wide open for Mark to draw.
And that's a wide open
draw to the 8-foot.
A free draw for 3. So this is an opportunity that Mark Mooney certainly cannot afford to squander, because this handicapping will be a pretty good game.
Yes, and a nice crooked number like 3 really is big in a game like this.
And speaking of crooked numbers, over on sheet C, it was a 5 spot in the second end for Team Hogan.
Oh, yes.
And that opens it up against Team Lori Neal. Yeah, we'll get to that in a second.
Yeah. All right, so here we got Mark's shot here in the end. Last stone in the second. Looking to draw into, he needs a good, just look like biting 8.
Okay, they're happy with the weight.
Yeah, looks like it's there.
Patty already said nice shot. Oh, look at that, it picks. It picks it, it still makes it.
Wow. That did pick.
That, boys and girls, is why you clean the rock the entire way down the sheet. And you go out to the trailer and buy a new gripper.
Brought to you by the Bucks County Ice Crew.
So a very fortunate score of 3, and after
Yes.
2, it's 3-1 Plainfield. And that crooked number we were talking about, it was 2 by Team Johnson on sheet D, followed up by a steal of 4 over the team from Pittsburgh. And the team from Pittsburgh, with 2 adaptive curlers on it, they've been playing brilliantly this Bonspiel, but some circumstances have caused there to be a lot of turnover on the team. Some unfortunate, uncontrollable circumstances, and I just feel like it's kind of busted the chemistry just a touch. As Sean and Karen had to leave unexpectedly.
Yeah, I heard about that. That is unfortunate.
Yeah, and so Ryan's girlfriend or wife, and I can't forgive me, I'm not sure which it is, but she's been, Sarah, she's been, forced onto the team, and she is an extremely new curler. And Dusty Devine made the trek over from Pittsburgh to try to help him out in these finals, but he's coming in cold. Although Dusty's never cold.
All right, back to our feature game, starting the third end. So Mark drew one into the 4-foot with his first stone. Dave was looking for a corner. He's got a kind of a guard.
Corner-ish.
So Mark is going to try to draw another one in there. Mainly looking to shrink down the scoring zone.
Remote.
So as we were corrected here, this is Bill Grabowski, the lead for the Plainfield squad. Looking to put another stone into the 4-foot here. It's a little short, but came up as a guard, which is fine. Guarding that shot stone in the house. And Dave's going to try to, it looks like he's going to try to dig that out with like a hack weight hit. So that means throwing one that would end up at the hack if it would stop on its own. Just trying to push that blue one out the back. Throwing that weight to get around that guard. So Bill Reuter with his second here. This got a curl, looks a little wide. And that was fine weight. As you'll see, that's roughly hack weight, but got outside a little bit. So first stone here by Patty Coburn here in the third. He will, he's going to try to draw around that guard into the 4-foot. And now that Plainfield has a guard in front of there, they would be happy to put another one in there behind cover. Force Dave to try to deal with those. So they're on it, now they're off. Looks plenty around the guard. Coming into the house, looks like a good shot. Yeah, drew down there. It'd be hard to double those. Dave could maybe if he got out, but he'll be happy to try to hit one of those out. If he clips the guard, that's not bad either. So Ken with his first, Ken Finkelstein, second on this team. And this has the that's the curl some. It's a little outside. Looks like will he get a piece of that front one in the house? Did. Not enough to get out, just kind of pushed both of them over. So, yep, now Mark will throw another one in there and just try to clog up that and keep them from getting to those two in the house. So second here with his second stone here in the third. Probably could hear. They think it's top 12. Curling in there, going to get into the, actually into the 4-foot. So now they have Plainfield sitting 3, all in the 4-foot, or at least touching the 4-foot, under cover with those 2 guards in the front. So Dave's going to try to get rid of those guards, or at least get rid of one of them. Try to open that middle back up. Here comes Ken with his second. A little narrow. They're on it, trying to hold it for a piece of the blue. Oh no, it flashed by everything, unfortunately, for Dave's squad. Ken. So things are looking pretty good for Plainfield here to start the third end. We got John now, and again he's going to try to throw a another guard in front of the, like 12 foot or so. Yep, right in top 12, biting the top 12. As those 3 are in the cover quite nicely. They like to call in top 12 here, the sweepers. It's just got a curl. They wanted to curl some. Here it comes. And it looks like it's going to be a guard, which is fine, and they're quite happy with that. So again, it is just clogging that up to guard those 3 in the house. So again, Dave's going to try to open it up here. We got Steve Turner with his first rock here in the third. He's going to try to clip that blue, spin his red over to the right. It's on its way. And he actually clips the red, which is okay. This red spills out, so it opens up the middle a little bit. And Marco put that back. Try to put that back.
Well, we got our house cams up now.
Yes. So looking to put that guard back, top 12-ish, and just guard those 3 that have been sitting there in the house since the beginning of this end. So John thinks it's deep.
I think it's wide. Well, it's probably pretty good.
I want it to curl over some, even if it is deep. Doesn't look that deep.
Wow, so in the couple minutes I was searching for remote control, things kind of went sideways for...
Yes, it did for Dave. The Bucks County rink here.
Oh, you go, Vilts.
So he's going to try to hit something there, and something blue.
Yeah, there's not really even a hero draw available.
No, not yet.
Now,
Steve Turner second on the way.
Yep. And Steve, much more of a touch player than a weight player. That's gonna just flash wide.
Oh boy. And that's as you missed the beginning, and that's what happened early too. A couple flash hits, and they got themselves in a bind here.
Right now, Mark's going to guard the only thing that can really hurt him, because right now the only thing I see available to Team Abramson is a corner freeze to the shot stone on the button.
Yep.
I think he can sneak in there.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep. That might be.
It's really
tough.
really freaking tough, right?
Yes, it is. But like you said, that is available. So Mark's going to try to take that away with the guard out there.
So Mark Mooney, the veteran skip, winner of many events. Almost always playing on Sunday.
Spurt's on the way. And the sweepers are not on it, so they think it's got plenty of weight to it.
It's going to over curl.
Yes.
All right, so now the question is, do you see what he's got to do?
They are.
There it is.
Certainly Steve is pointing that out.
All right, Steve's pointing out, yeah. Just need the chutzpah to throw it.
Yeah.
It definitely requires chutzpah. Tied up after 2 on sheet A between Hoofy and Pring. Third end just completed. We'll see what gets posted. All right, so
we're getting a sign of a 3 over there. 3 red. 3 red, 3 red, yep.
There you go, it is a score of 3. 3 for Matt Pring with hammer. All right. So Dave Everson settles in for his first skip rock. He does have the hammer and the last stone advantage here in this end, but right now it is Team Mooney with the advantage. So from the right-hander attack, Dave is away. We got Bill and Ken hoping that this is an excellent adventure. It's got to work. It's got to work.
Got to curl.
It's got to finish. It needs to finish and it needs to not be heavy. Oh, that's got to settle down. And Johnny sweeps it all the way through, and it leaves Mooney still sitting 4.
Whew. I'm sure Mark will want to guard that up, and even come in would be fine, but he wants to take that shot away.
And the only thing that's going to be left is an angled tap back on the one that is on the far right of your screen. You couldn't pay me enough to have to throw that.
No, do not want to do that, but if he throws this where he wants to, that will be the only shot.
Actually, if he throws it really good, he'll take that away too.
It's true, he could do that.
and folks, there's no mercy in Bonspiels.
No.
You go for the throw till the opponent shakes your hand. So final stone for Mark Mooney here in the third end. I think Mark likes it.
Yeah. The sweepers are not sweet, so they like the weight of it. It's fine. Curled in there. I think that's effective.
Okay, so he thinks I don't think he can draw there, Dave. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I'm the first one to call myself a hero draw. I don't think that's. It might, it might be there.
Maybe.
They've been watching it closer than us, but you'd have to whisker both guards.
Yes, that's what it looks like.
Ooh. That would be enough to make your body pucker up in places that you're not accustomed to. It's whatever shot you're the most comfortable with right now.
That's what it boils down to here. If you think it's there and that's what you're comfortable with, you go. If you really don't like that angle, and that angle raise is obviously a very tough shot. Either one of these.
The only good part about it is you have a lot to run into, but you can run into the wrong one and kick off, and it doesn't do anything for you anyway.
Yep. So it looks like they're doing the draw.
Single point for Pittsburgh on sheet D. So they reduce the lead to 5. Looks like Maddie made a nice draw against a few. Really tough to change your lineup so much mid-spiel.
Oh, yes. And they've changed it in multiple games that they had to do.
All right, so here we go. Dave Aberson away. They are on it right away.
On it right away, so they're trying to hold it.
Well, they're trying. I think they had to try to get it there for Wheat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they are trying to raise. They got to go harder then. Oh, they did not hold it. And that's a steal of 1, 2, 3, and 4. It's going to make it 7-1 in favor of Team Mooney. Okay, so Kevin, what do you say to yourself after you just get, put yourself in a little bit of a hole? By hole, I mean a canyon.
Yes. This is tough. Giving up 3 and then giving up a steal of 4. You just got to try to keep at it. You got to get at least 2 or 3 here, and then try to steal. These guys, they didn't play that end very well, but you just got to have at it. There's still 5 ends potentially left. So that's all to me about. That's all you can do.
And I would say you have to keep a lot of rocks in play.
Yeah. Oh yes, absolutely. You need rocks in play. Hitting is not your friend right now.
So this one is going to be right in the back of the 4-foot. And you should do absolutely nothing to it.
Right. And that's what Mark's going to try to do again, just like he did in the last end. Draw them in there, shrink the scoring zone down.
And Dave is going to call the guard.
And that's what he needs. He needs guards to be able to hide behind.
Scored 2 for Lori Neal to cut that deficit to 5-3 on sheet C in the other A quarterfinal game. All right, comes down then, but Mark's just going to throw everything in all the time right now. So what's the beverage of choice today?
Going with that same, Dave. Rum and seltzer.
Rum and seltzer.
I know you're shocked by that.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if it was anything other than Bacardi.
Yes.
Now, is it the lemon Bacardi today?
Actually, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I had some lime Bacardi back there for a while, but I think that has gone.
I understand for your 60th birthday, you may have received a few bottles of Bacardi.
Yes, I did. Much appreciated.
And also, a hearty congratulations to all the grandkids you picked up in the last, feels like a week.
Yes. We picked up several this summer. Thank you.
Not a problem. I didn't know they had rabbit farms in Ewing.
Yes. All right, now Dave's going to try to take advantage of that guard that I think Mark wanted to throw that. And he's going to try to draw behind that.
I don't hate that.
I don't either. Get there to try to count. All right.
Just a little bit short. So we have John, not Mark S. Wine Trader, sitting here. Wearing his Plainfield colors, even though he's defected. North Korea is trying to get him back. Whoa, good brush over there. All right, so another guard up, and that's not what Mark wanted.
No.
Mark just as soon would have peeled his own rock off. So now, gonna play a little quiet wait to get to the back of the house. Because now with there being this many rocks, Mark's best shot is going to be to open things up.
Yes. So we got Ken's shot here first in the fourth end. It's coming down to that back. It's a little wide, but I'm trying to see. That's close. Real close. Hard to tell which is counting out of those two from our angle. But Mark is going to try to draw in there and now count both of those, so that doesn't matter. So he's calling for Patty to throw a draw here to the 4-foot. Coming down that same side that they have been. Going with the counterclockwise turn. It's on its way. They're on it early. Usually that means they're on it for weight, unless the skip called it for line, but they call hard to get by that red guard, that red one in the 12-foot. Does look like it's by there. Yes, it is. It's going to slip into the back 8, but it's shot rock. They're fine with that. And Dave's going to try to follow that down, and he would prefer not to sit all the way back on that, because then Mark can just draw another one to that one. So he's looking to be in the top 4-foot, in front of those in the back. It's on its way, and they've seen this line several rocks now, so they should be pretty comfortable with it. They're on it probably for weight. Going hard. This is going to have to curl. Oh boy, this is going to be in the back of the house, but it's going to probably be on the red. It's close, but it looks like blue is still shot. So Mark now, he wants to draw to the top of the 4-foot. Put a second counter in there, but he doesn't want to be behind the tee, because that just again leaves it open for Dave to do that and sit shot or draw to that. So he wants to be in the top 4-foot here. So John's shot is on the way. I think they like the line. Sweepers aren't sweeping it for weight, so they probably like the weight as well. It's got to curl, they're saying. They want it to curl some. This looks pretty nice. And yes, that's a fine shot. Sitting in the 4-foot. They would have liked it to curl a little more, but that's okay. So they're sitting 2. And certainly be a little tough to remove that blue one. You can push it back. You have to really angle that to get it out, and you're probably going to lose your shooter if you do that. Dave looking to maybe draw the other way. No. It looks like they're going to try to they are going to try to hit that blue. Steve's first on the way. Oh, it's got a curl. It looks a little wide. Oh, yes. Ooh, unfortunate. Wow. So now Mark will put a guard up there. He's looking for a guard. Sitting 2, he's happy with that. Just make it difficult for Dave to get any of those out of there. So he's looking for a guard on the kind of on that 4-foot line, that red line that you see there on the screen. Does this, it'll probably force Dave to maybe try to draw the other way. So they think it's heavy, which that means it's not a guard, or not a guard where they want it. So this might slip into the house. Yep, so now that it is, it looks like it's going to be on that blue. They'll look to push that blue over a little bit. Okay. Dave might have that double there. If he noses that, he could sit there. He might be able to angle that blue out. That's what he's looking to do. So he's asking Steve to come with some weight and get to the nose of that top blue one. Push it into the blue that's touching the button, angle it out, and sit there. Shot's on its way. It's got to curl some. It'll hit the blue. It might jam. Yep. Okay. Bump the back blue out. So Mark is still sitting 2 with his first stone coming up. And it looks like he's gonna draw or actually probably throw a guard. Because now that blue is exposed, that it could get, Dave could hit that and roll to the middle. So first down for Plainfield here in the 4th end. All right, so Mark settling in, cleaning his rock. And he's ready to deliver. Here we go. I think they think it's hot. They think they're calling back house. So it's on there. They're going to try. It looks like to me they're calling for plan B to just wick the blue over on the back under cover, which it does. And his shooter settled in there. Although that's not out counting the red in the back, I don't think. So still think blue is sitting 2, but it looks like to me now Dave has a draw there, or he could hit the blue that Mark just threw and get a roll in potentially. But it looks like, based on where Steve's putting the broom, that's probably just a straight draw. So he's looking to just straight draw to the 4-foot. So first rock from Dave Abramson, skip of this Bucks County team here in the 4th end. Looking to get some, get a couple of points up there, try to tighten it up, and then, hopefully from his standpoint, try to steal the rest of the ends, get back in the game. It's on its way. They're on it. Sweepers are on it early. they call him Plan B now to hit off of the blue. Nicely executed, but not quite for shot rock. He was trying to draw there, just might have gotten a little wide on it. So Mark has a choice here. He certainly could hit that. He's got to hit it on the outside, send it angling out the back end away from all those rocks in the back. Or he could throw a guard, which would probably force Dave to try to draw for a 1 on the other side. So it looks to me like he's going to throw a guard here. Try to throw a guard and guard that. Keep Dave from being able to tap that up for 1. Either way, playing field's looking pretty good here. Certainly are not going to give up a big number in this end unless something crazy happens. So Brock is on its way. Sweepers are off of it. It looks like they just want it to settle in there. So it does guard that. I think Dave could still tap that red if he wants. You know, they've pretty much thrown every rock on that side, as you can see from the picture. All the stones are on that side of the sheet. So he could throw that, as they've seen that line several times now, to just tap his red up a little bit to count. But you know, he's doing that for 1, obviously. So that looks like what they're calling. So he just wants to nudge that, you know, rock and a half. And Mark will be, the playing field rink will be very happy with that. Give up 1, they get back the hammer in the 5th. So final stone here in the 4th. On its way. Sweepers are not there. I think the weight's there, but they're calling for line. You call them off. It's got a curl. It's got a curl. Got a curl. Oh, now off the blue? I don't think so. So I think it'll be a steal of 1. Yep, 1 blue, and that'll make the score 8-1 after 4 ends in favor of the playing field. So on the other sheets, closest game we have, so on sheet C, I think, have they posted? They're done 4, but they haven't posted 4. Oh, hold on, they're posting 4 now. Still can't. Looks like red scored. So it looks like 6-2 in favor of the Hogan rink over Lori Neal. Bucks County over on sheet D is up 6-1 after 3. They haven't posted 4. Ooh, that's 10-1 on sheet D. And we have a big scores also on sheet A. The Pring rink is up 8-1 over the Huff rink out of Diamond State. So several of these games are margins are pretty wide right now. But yeah, I'm halfway through the game. See what happens. So here in our feature sheet, we have, and Mark is sticking with that same strategy, and why not? Drew his first rock into the house, shrinking the scoring zone. And Dave is looking for a corner guard. So again, Dave needs some guards, get something under cover that he can score on. And Mark is just happy to shrink the scoring zone and put the pressure on Dave to deal with that. So he will look top 12. From his lead here, Bill Grabowski getting ready to throw his second. Rock's on its way. So as Mark is telling me, he wants it in. Mark does not want any guards here. And that looks like it'll be a fine shot. Exactly what they called. Nicely done. So Dave's going to try to hit those now. And then hopefully draw something under his corner guard later. But so he's asking Bill Reuter to throw normal, up weight. He'd love to double those blues out. It's got a curl. Now it's coming back. Actually, it's coming back nicely. Okay. Good shot by Bill.
That is a good shot. Sorry for my absence for a moment. Had to attend to some Bonspiel business.
It's Bonspiel coordinator. Business is quite heavy usually.
Yep, little issue with the curler. His broom may have been, new broom might have been scratching the ice a little bit. So.
Oh.
Yeah, well, came up with an easy solution. You know, we can burnish it and maybe sand it up a little bit after the game. Just ask the curler to throw with a stabilizer for the remainder of it.
Okay.
This way, we've all thrown on well, most of us grew up throwing on stabilizers.
Started that way,
and
yes.
a lot of people still do.
Yes.
So easy fix.
So Patty was trying to hit that red. He was narrow. He was not happy with that throw. He just kind of wicked it over. So here comes Ken with his second, or his first, I'm sorry, his first stone in the fifth end here. He's trying to pick that blue out of there.
Well, they're going to go hard. It has very little handle. Oh, they just
they were
feather
able
it
to hold
by.
it. Wow, nice sweep.
Still wide open, but wow, these games are opening up a little bit, Kevin.
They did while you were gone, Dave. Yes, the scores did open up on the most of the sheets here. So they're looking to hold this. They got it totally. Look for a little roll.
And it's not much roll to be had.
No.
So Dave's going to try to counter with a hit and roll of his own, asking for hack weight.
Yep. Hack weight, a hit.
So what we mean by hack weight is to throw it far enough that it comes to what resembles starting blocks in the ice. And they are on that and sweeping with alacrity.
Yeah, they're off now, and rightfully so. Hopefully, I don't think they're going to cross over, Dave. They're going to hit it.
Yeah,
you
know,
it.
That's funny. That was cutting hard, and then it just kind of held.
Yep.
I love this job, I'll tell you so much.
That's why you get paid the big bucks, my friend.
Absolutely. In fact, the curling club tripled my salary this year.
Nice.
You got a 4 times raise.
Absolutely.
Okay, Steve is going to, he pitched that just a touch.
Yes.
All depends on the weight now.
Yeah, hopefully that comes back for him.
He definitely started it. And it's a little more than the weight that was requested.
Yeah.
And that made that skitter through, so. Sean asking John if he wants to hit or draw.
So it looks like they're going to hit that red.
Yep, ask for.
Just try to get rid of anything red. They're happy to just hit here and the big lead they have.
Yeah, he asked for normal weight, and that's a little south of normal, but should do the job.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be fine.
It's going to chip, and it's going to roll, roll, roll.
Nice shot.
Wide open, but the house is perfectly split.
Yep.
There are no double takeouts available.
Yep. And most importantly for them, no red rocks in there at all.
Oh. Unfortunately, I think we're going to have no problem staying on schedule after this draw. All of our games are opening up a little bit.
Yeah.
It's now 10-1 in favor of Bucks County on sheet D. So, big score from Team Johnson. It's 7-3 in favor of Bob Hogan from Peachtree. Also with members from Plainfield and Bucks. And that is what, 8-1 on sheet A?
8-1 on sheet A.
So we might get a little bit of a break in between draws.
Yes. Looks like us on the ice crew will have
plenty
of time to get the ready for the next draw.
Maybe I can get Joe to throw another scrape in.
So here's Mark with his first stone here. He's just, again, looking to hit that red stone in the house out.
You see, unfortunately, Joe doesn't have the kind of ego where I could like say, "Oh, I dare you, you can't get a scrape done."
No.
He'd be like, "I don't care."
Yeah. And effectively done. Got the red out of there. So that's what Mark was just looking to do. Just keep Team Abramson from putting up a big number.
Yeah, just keeping them at bay.
Yep.
It's just a matter of time.
Now to me that Dave got to draw undercover. Just hope for a miss.
And it is indeed handshakes on sheet A. So
okay.
Matt Pring will be moving on to the A event semi-final tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. You can tune into the live stream. A good run by Brian Hoofy of Diamond State.
Yes. A nice Bonspiel outcome for those guys. And knowing Pring, he'll be happy to be in the A semis. Not happy about the 9 o'clock draw, I'm sure. But
I could change the board. I could change the board and make it 8.
There you go. He'd be even happier.
I have that power.
So here's Dave's first stone here in the fifth end.
Trying to draw undercover. Now the line is fantastic.
Yes.
It just looks a little bit light, so they're going to drag
all three are on it.
Every inch of the way. Every inch of the way. You got to go. You got to go. and you're not going to be able to go far enough. All right.
So Mark looking to now draw behind.
Yeah,
there.
Mark's going to draw under. He knows this is a
Yeah.
This is a 8.5 out of 10 shot for him. So maybe even 9.
Yes, he likes this all day long.
You could always throw the peel, but then you could jam and give him another point. So
Yep.
he's going to take it. You know, he's in the clutter now, so he'll just own it.
Yep.
Mark's going to hit the 8-foot 9 times out of 10. And with brushers like Bill and Patty, he should be able to pull it off. And of course, did I pull the announcer's curse?
That'll settle me back.
It's a little bit deep.
Yeah, but that'll settle back there. We would have liked that to be in front of the tee, but
I would like Dave to throw the other turn right now.
yeah, I agree with you, Dave. I'm assuming he's drawing here.
Yeah, it's certainly nice for a draw.
Rock's on its way. Looking to draw to the 4-foot. Line looks pretty good.
Weight's a lot better now. And that looks like a winner.
Nice draw.
That's going to be right there, very close to the lid for 1 red.
Yep, and Dave's gonna call it a day.
And it is a concession. So congratulations to Team Mooney from the Plainfield Curling Club. They will be advancing to the B semifinals. I believe their game is also 9 a.m. tomorrow. And on sheet C, it looks to be a fait accompli that it will be Team Hogan advancing, barring a miraculous comeback. And if you want to see that possible miracle, tune into our Sheet C broadcast. And on Sheet D, it does appear that Team Steve Johnson will stymie Team number 1 seed, and they will be moving on. So thank you very much for joining us. Our next broadcast begins at 5:45 p.m. For Kevin Brady, everybody here at Bucks County Curling Club, I'm Dave Schmel. Talk to you later.